Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome to Reading with Miss Taylor Said. Hello. Hello. We made it to the end of the week, y'all. We made it to the end of the week. Welcome to Reading with Miss Taylor Said. Welcome to Reading with Miss Taylor Said. Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm going to go ahead and start sharing this on the social medias. If you're watching, go ahead and like and share. Finally got my perfect setup. I'm so excited. Finally got my perfect setup. Much cleaner setup than I had the other day or the previous day. So very excited. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. It's thunderstorming here, and I'm going to cross my fingers that nothing happens and that we're able to be good. Man, welcome in. Welcome in. What's up, y'all? I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be here. So excited to be here. I don't know if you can hear the kids outside, but they are playing in the rain, and it is quite adorable. And trust me, when I'm done today, I will be done with everything, with all the posting by 8 o'clock. I'm going to be done with everything by 8 o'clock because I already did my video. Let's see. I kind of want y'all a little lower over here on TikTok. Y'all getting a whole lot of everything else. Oh my God. I'm not used to it. I feel like I look weird, but I think I look good at the same time too. I really don't. There's a tornado warning out here. We'll see what happens. Oh, good for you. Congratulations. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome to Reading with Miss Taylor Said. Welcome to Reading with Miss Taylor Said. I hope y'all having a lovely day. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing? Connection is unstable. Oh, Lord. Please don't let us have connection issues tonight, Jesus. Please. Might have to unplug the fire stick. Hold on a second. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to unplug the fire stick, see what happens then. See if that helps our connection issue. Right here. Y'all hear that rain though? Oh, I love the rain. Oh man, I love the rain. It's so good. It's so good. Let's see. Well, I'm not finding where I can share this. Welcome in, y'all. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes, or actually one more minute for everybody to get in, and then I'll get started on our book. We are reading The Mastery of Love by Don Miguel Ruiz. If you are just joining us for the first time, I have previous episodes on Instagram TV, on Facebook, and on YouTube, and it's Miss Taylor Said on all of those. Obviously, on TikTok, we don't have a playback feature, so you know won't be able to do a playback there. But yep. So I'm just not gonna be able to share this today, y'all. That's all right. We're gonna do what we can. We do what we can what we do and whatnot. I'm just excited to be here. I'm excited to have finished a full week. I took a week off to kind of adjust with my new schedule and everything. And I'm just really happy that I was able to get a full week of reading what Miss Taylor Said out this week. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Move it over like this. It will be more centered. Just like that. Yeah, that's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. There we go. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm not a teacher. I am not a teacher. I am just someone who loves to. Um, hold on. Something happened with the Facebook Live. What happened? Oh man. Okay, we're gonna end the live video with Facebook. Facebook is acting up. Well, excuse me for a moment while I figure this out. Connect to that one. See if that helps. Absurd. Hey, hey. Let me get Facebook back up, and then we are in there, y'all. We're going to get Facebook back up. Okay, so let's try this again. In that. Oh, please. In the live video. Yes. Please. Okay, let's try this again. Sorry about the technical difficulties, y'all. I'm trying to get it up, trying to get it going, trying to get it working. Here. Go ahead. I done did it already. Go live. Here we go. Here we go. We good over here on YouTube. We're good on YouTube. In a moment, we'll be good on Facebook. Once we get on Facebook, we get over here on. Oh man. One of these days, I'm going to have a producer to handle all of this for me. But as of right now, there's going to be a producer's room handling this for me, and it won't be me one of these days. But today, I don't have a producer. Today, I don't have any producers. I'm the producer. I have a makeup artist and a manager who is my best friend. But other than that, I don't have it. I don't have it. All right, let's see. Let me share the official live video on Facebook. Oh my gosh. The difficulties of technicals are really trying me today. They really trying me today. But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. 'Cause we ain't worried about a thing. We ain't worried about a thing. Okay, which one is the actual live video right now? I can't tell. I think it's this one though. Welcome in, y'all. I appreciate y'all's patience. All these technologies. I got 4 cameras up right now. And somebody just told me about a 5th one that I can add. So, I am from North Carolina. I am from North Carolina. Where are you from? Share the official live video. Oop. Hush. Don't want to hear playback of myself. And we're off. Quality looks all right. That ain't my business right now. Anyway, here we go. Hello, Brooklyn. Welcome to Reading with Miss Taylor Said. My name is Taylor. I'm also known as Miss Taylor Said, and I started this show on November 30th, 2020 as a way to accomplish some goals that I have. One of those goals being to finish the books that I've actually collected over the years and actually read them and finish them. And what better way to do that than reading with friends, you know? The second goal that I wanted to accomplish was that I wanted to get more comfortable with reading aloud in front of an audience, because the things that I want to go to in the future, especially in my career, will include me reading off the teleprompters, scripts, cue cards, speeches, things of that nature. I want to get into the public speaking space, and so I want to get more comfortable with reading aloud in front of an audience and doing it correctly and reading it as it should be read with my own little twist, you know? And the third reason why I started this show is because, like I said, I want to get into the public speaking space again. And I have not done it since I was in college. I'm turning 30 this year, and I have not done public speaking since I was in college many, many moons ago. So I want to get back into public speaking, and 2020 afforded me the opportunity to be able to do that virtually. So I thank you all for showing up. I thank you all the day ones, all the newcomers, and everybody that's in here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Hoping that the storm don't shake nothing up. I hope that we have good connection and that we're able to get through this show and have a good time. Hello, those of you on YouTube. I'm so sorry that it took us so long to get started, but now we are going to get started. Okay, so I'm reading The Mastery of Love by Don Miguel Ruiz. I'm reading The Mastery of Love by Don Miguel Ruiz. Yesterday we talked about sex. We talked about sex yesterday, and today that flew out. Today we're going to talk about the divine huntress. I don't know what this is going to be, but let's get into it, okay? Also, I'm drinking tea today with a mug that says, "You sexy little thing." It's very pretty. All right, here we go. In Greek mythology, there's a story about Artemis, the divine huntress. Artemis was the supreme huntress because the way she hunted was effortless. She fulfilled her needs so easily and lived in perfect harmony with the forest. Everything in the forest loved Artemis, and to be hunted by her was an honor. It never seemed like Artemis was hunting. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing that correctly. It never seemed like Artemis was hunting. Whatever she needed came to her. That is why she was the best hunter. But this also made her the most difficult prey. Her animal form was a magical deer that was almost impossible to hunt. Artemis lived in perfect harmony in the forest until one day a king gave an order to Hercules, the son of Zeus, who was searching for his own transcendence. The order was that Hercules had to hunt the magical deer of Artemis. Hercules, being the undefeated son of Zeus, did not refuse. He went to the forest to hunt the deer. The deer saw Hercules and she wasn't afraid of him. She let Hercules come close, but when Hercules tried to capture her, she ran. There was no way Hercules could get this deer unless he became a better hunter than Artemis. Hercules called upon Hermes, the messenger of the gods, the fastest one, to lend him his wings. Now Hercules was as fast as Hermes, and soon the most valuable prey was in the hands of Hercules. He can imagine the reaction of Artemis. She was hunted by Hercules, and of course, she wanted to get even. She wanted to hunt Hercules. Oh, well, hopefully, is it good now? Is it good now? Because we had an issue with the first video, so hopefully it's good now. She wanted to hunt Hercules, and she did her best to capture him, but Hercules was now the most difficult prey. Hercules was so free, and although she tried and tried, Artemis could not capture him. Artemis didn't need Hercules at all. She felt a strong need to have him, but of course, it was only an illusion. She believed that she was in love with Hercules, and she wanted him for herself. The only thing on her mind was to get Hercules, and it became an obsession until she was no longer happy. Artemis started to change. She was no longer in harmony with the forest because she now hunted just for the pleasure of getting the prey. Artemis broke her own rules and became a predator. The animals were afraid, and the forest started to reject her, but Artemis didn't care. She didn't see the truth. She only had Hercules on her mind. Hercules had many works to do, but sometimes he would go to the forest to visit Artemis. Every time he did, Artemis did her best to hunt him. When she was with Hercules, she felt so happy to be with him, but she knew he would leave, and she became jealous and possessive. Every time Hercules left, she suffered and she cried. She hated Hercules, but she loved him also. Hercules had no idea what was going on in the mind of Artemis. He didn't notice that she was hunting him. In his mind, he was never the prey. Hercules loved and respected Artemis, but this is not what she wanted. Artemis wanted to own him. She wanted to hunt him and be the predator with him. Of course, everyone in the forest noticed the difference in Artemis except her. In her mind, she was still the divine huntress. She didn't have the awareness that she had fallen. She wasn't aware that the heaven that was the forest had become hell, because after her fall, the rest of the hunters fell with her. They all became predators. One day, Hermes took an animal form, and just as Artemis was ready to destroy Hermes, he became a god, and she rediscovered the wisdom she had lost. He let her know that she had fallen, and with this awareness, Artemis went to Hercules to ask for his forgiveness. It was nothing but her personal importance that brought her to that fall. In talking to Hercules, she realized she had never offended him because he didn't know what was going on in her mind. Then she looked around the forest and she saw what she had done to the forest. She apologized to every flower and to every animal until she recovered love. Once again, Artemis became the divine huntress. I tell this story to let you know that all of us are hunters and all of us are prey. Everything that exists is both hunter and prey. What is it that we hunt? We hunt to fulfill our needs. I have talked about the needs of the body versus the needs of the mind. When the mind believes it is the body, the needs are only illusions and they cannot be fulfilled. When we hunt those needs that are unreal in the mind, we become the predators. We are hunting for what we don't need. Humans hunt for love. Humans hunt for love. We feel that we need that love because we believe we don't have love, because we don't love ourselves. We hunt for love in other humans just like us, expecting to get love from them when these humans are in the same condition as we are. They don't love themselves either. So how much love can we get from them? We merely create a bigger need that isn't real. We keep hunting and hunting, but in the wrong place, because other humans don't have the love we need. When Artemis became excuse me. When Artemis became aware of her fall, she went back to herself because everything she needed was inside herself. It is the same for all of us because all of us are like Artemis after she fell and before her redemption. We are hunting for love. We are hunting for justice and happiness. We are hunting for God, but God is inside us. The hunting of the magical deer teaches you that you have to hunt inside yourself. This is a great story to keep in mind. If you remember the story of Artemis, you will always find the love inside you. Humans who hunt each other for love will never be satisfied. They will never find the love they need in other humans. The mind feels the need, but we cannot fulfill it because it isn't there. It's never there. The love we need to hunt, the love we need to hunt is inside ourselves. But but that love is difficult prey. It is so difficult to hunt inside yourself to get that love from inside you. You have to be very fast. You have to be very as fast as Hermes, because anything can distract you from your goal. Whatever traps your attention distracts you from reaching your goal, from getting the prey that is the love inside. If you can capture the prey, you will see that your love can grow strong inside you and it can fulfill all your needs. This is so important for your happiness. Unless humans go into relationships as the hunter, they look for what they feel they need, hoping to find what they need in the other person, only to find that it's not there. When you enter a relationship without this need, it's a different story. How do you hunt inside yourself? Let's I want to stop for a moment because I usually stop around this much, but I feel like if we just keep going, we're going to get someplace where I can actually stop and start talking about stuff, okay? How do you hunt inside of yourself? We're learning today because I'm this is all new good stuff for me. How do you hunt inside yourself? To capture the love inside yourself, you have to surrender to yourself as the hunter and the prey. Inside your own mind, there is the hunter and there is also the prey. Hunter and who is the prey? In ordinary people, the hunter is the parasite. The parasite knows everything about you, and what the parasite wants are the emotions that come from fear. The parasite is a garbage eater. It loves fear and drama. It loves anger, jealousy, and envy. It loves any emotion that makes you suffer. The parasite wants to get even and it wants to be in control. Your self abuse, as the parasite, is hunting you 24 hours a day. Okay? It's hunting you 24 hours a day. It is always after you. So we become the prey of the parasite, a very easy prey. The parasite is the one who abuses you. It is more than a hunter. It is a predator, and it is eating you alive. The prey, the emotional body, is that part of us that suffers and suffers. It's that part of us that wants to be redeemed. In Greek mythology, there's also the story of Prometheus, who is chained to a rock. During the day, an eagle comes and eats his innards. During the night, he recovers. Every day, the eagle comes and eats his insides again. What does this mean? When Prometheus is awake, he has a physical and emotional body. The eagle is the parasite that is eating his insides. During the night, he doesn't have the emotional body and he recovers. He is born again to be food for that eagle until Hercules comes to release him. Hercules is like the Christ, Buddha, or Moses who breaks the chains of suffering and gives you your freedom. Welcome in, y'all. If you guys are just joining us for the first time, we are reading The Mastery of Love. We're reading The Mastery of Love by Don Miguel Ruiz. To hunt inside yourself, you start by hunting every reaction you have. You are going to change one routine at a time. You are going to change one routine at a time. It is a war for freedom from the dream that controls your life. It is a war between you and the predator with the truth in the middle. In all the Western traditions, from Canada to Argentina, we call ourselves warriors because a warrior is the hunter who hunts herself. It is a big war. It's a big war because it's a war against the parasite. To be a warrior doesn't mean you will win the war, but at least you rebel and you no longer accept the parasite that's eating you alive. Becoming the hunter is the first step. When Hercules went into the forest in search of Artemis, I hope I'm saying that right, Artemis, there is no way he could capture the deer. Then he went to Hermes, the supreme teacher, and he learned to become a better hunter. He needed to be better than Artemis in order to hunt her. To hunt yourself, you also need to be a better hunter than the parasite. If the parasite is working 24 hours a day, you also have to work 24 hours a day. The parasite has an advantage. It knows you very well. There is no way you can hide. The parasite is the most difficult prey. It's that part of you that tries to justify your behavior in front of other people. But when you are alone, it is the worst judge. It is always judging, blaming, and making you feel guilty. In a normal relationship in hell, the parasite of your partner allies your parasite against the real you. You have yourself, not just your own parasite, but the parasite of your partner who aligns with your parasite to make the suffering eternal. If you know that, you can make a difference. You can have more compassion for your partner and allow them to deal with their own parasite. You can be happy every time your partner takes another step towards freedom. You can be aware that when your partner gets upset, gets sad, or jealous, it's not the one you love that you are dealing with at that moment. It's a parasite that is possessing your partner. Knowing the parasite is there and knowing what is going on in your partner, you can give your partner the space to deal with it. Since you are only responsible for your half of the relationship, you can allow them to deal with their own personal dream. In that way, it will be easy to not take personally what your partner is doing. This will help your relationship a lot because nothing that your partner does is personal. Your partner is dealing with their own garbage. If you don't take it personally, it will be easy for you to have a wonderful relationship with your partner. And I just remembered what the four agreements were all the way through because I kept forgetting the third one. So it is be impeccable with your word. Don't make assumptions. Take nothing personally. Always do your best. Those are the four agreements. So we know that the parasite is that negative self-talk, that hatred that you have, the mean, judgmental, nasty feelings that you might have on the inside about yourself, about the way you think, the way you act, the way you behave, like the way you do anything, how you approach life. It's that negative self-talk that you end up agreeing to when, especially if it's something that's been projected onto somebody from somebody else. So you are only responsible for yourself. And we say this damn near every episode. You're only responsible for yourself. And it's your job, like I've said in various ways, it's your job to do that inventory. And it's your job to be on top of yourself. Like, no one's going to big you up better than you will. No one's going to love on you better than you will. And so it's your job to be vigilant. I'm not going to say hyper vigilant, but it's your job to be vigilant about your internal talk, your self-talk. It has to be something that you're very intentional about making sure that you're loving on yourself and not just like, oh, I took a bubble bath today and I lit some candles, so I love myself. Self-care. No, it's not that. It's, those ugly moments, those moments that you really like, you really ain't messing with yourself. Like you not, and I'm not talking about no physical stuff. I'm talking about like if you have a moment where you're jealous, right? Or actually, I'll give you a perfect example. When towards the end of my previous relationship, my last relationship, I had this moment where I got really, really emotional because I was seeing things for the way they were. And I was taking it personally, but I'll say more so when I went to confront the situation, I was made to feel like I was crazy and made to feel like I was, basically he lied to me and all the things that I was bringing up that were issues that I'm just like, I feel like this is not happening, or I feel like you're doing this, you're doing that. You know, I was really emotional, and so I had a lot of poison that I just kind of put out there. But then when I wasn't comforted like I had been in the past, or I wasn't treated like, okay, well, let me get clarity on this. And when I didn't really have that clarity later on, I beat myself up for it. I was terrible to myself because I was just like, oh my God, I can't trust my intuition. Oh my God, I can't trust myself. Oh my God, like I'm tripping, I'm doing too much. This is how, and then at the same time, I was just like, this is how other people got away with this. As soon as I started talking about how, like, start beating myself up, it was like immediately that let me know, like, Taylor, this is how other people got away with this. This is how you were put in a space where you were allowing people to abuse you because you doubt in yourself, because you are allowing someone to determine your perception when you know what you're seeing, you know what you're feeling, you know what you're experiencing, but someone saying, no, you're not, gaslighting me. No, you're not experiencing that. That's not real. Made me doubt myself. And then I was so hard on myself because I was just like, I can't trust myself. I can't trust my own intuition. I can't trust my own thoughts. And I spent so much time after that, leading up to the actual breakup, just being like, who am I? Like, what am I? What has all this been for? What has all my self worth been for? if I can't even trust what the heck I'm thinking, you know? So it is your job to be diligent about staying on top. That's when he was talking about, your reaction is your responsibility. Your reaction to people's actions is your responsibility. You are in control of that. You can't control what other people do. You can't control what other people say, but you can control how you react. You can control, like, how personally you take it. You can control what you say and what you do after the fact. You can control all of that. And the way you start getting in a space where you can control how you interact with other people is starting to by paying attention to how you react to yourself. Like, pay attention to how you react to yourself. Oh, so I'm going to answer a question over here on Instagram. No, I use red eyeshadow and I put it. I guess I did tint my brows. I put my I tried to color them, but it wouldn't take, so I did a little tint, with some eyeshadow. Thank you. Um, so but you start by controlling how you react to yourself. I found myself reacting to myself in really negative ways and being like, okay, Taylor, but what's real? What is really happening? And really, if you're blessed enough, because my best friend, her and I, we're on the same journey, but each of us have our own, like, little direction that we go in, but then we always come back to the same journey. So we're walking together in this thing, right? Loki, my actual life partner. um, but we when we have those moments of self doubt, we just talk that out because we're both verbal processors. So, like, especially me, obviously, all I want to do is run my mouth. But as a verbal processor, it's like I have to talk myself through the thought. I have to talk myself through, like, okay, this is what happened. This is how it was handled. This is how I feel about it. This is how I'm going to handle it moving forward. And literally taking moments that impact you impact you in a way that it affects your day, taking those moments and analyzing them. That's how you become the hunter of your own parasite. That's how you become the hunter of the thing that's within you that's trying to destroy you, because your mind just wants to survive. Your mind just wants to survive. So if it feels that survival means assimilating to what society has said, or assimilating to what somebody who has promised you love has said, or whatever, your mind's going to do what it wants. Your mind's going to direct you in a way to get you to survive. But the freedom and the liberation is in realizing that if you control your mind, if you get yourself in the driver's seat, get yourself in the driver's seat and stop letting all that internal junk lead the way. You're you know you staying ready so you don't have to get ready. You staying ready so you don't have to get ready. You don't have to get ready for what somebody is going to come at you with. You don't have to get ready for somebody's negative self-talk, because guess what? Like somebody said to me recently, when they hit me with the, ask me why I'm single, and you know da 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 da, and then it was just like, well, can we be friends? And I'm just like, you pursued me in a way that was not for friendship, and now that I'm not giving you access to that, you want to be friends. Are you trying to really be friends, or are you just trying to wait around until I'm available? But it's like when what was the point I was trying to get at with that? What was the point I was trying to get at with that? Let me figure it back out. Being aware of being ready, staying ready so you don't have to get ready. put me in a position where I don't have to do the thing. So in reaction to the like, oh well, I will start out as friends first and stick around in case I change my mind about being single. Okay, old Taylor, who wasn't ready, who always was reactive instead of proactive about handling people, she would probably get really uncomfortable and either ghost or anything like that. Now I'm gonna say to you, I don't want that. That's not I'm not interested in that. I'm good. Oh, you mean, okay, you can think I'm mean, but really I'm just being honest and I'm being straightforward because I'm staying ready so I don't have to get ready. I'm staying ready with knowing exactly what I want and knowing exactly what I'm willing to accept and tolerate so I don't have to get ready or be reactive to, to whatever it is, whatever overwhelming things that somebody might do because they think that there's some window of opportunity there. Close that window. Close the door. Don't let somebody peek their toe in if you know for a fact that you don't want them looking in the room with you. We're in a space now. People that are here, that are present with us, that keep coming back to the show, that are sticking around because you're getting something from this. Like, we're at a point now where it is going to be to our benefit. I don't want to be part of your plans. Exactly. Where it is going to be to our benefit to be proactive, to again be a historian of yourself. Take that time. Take your time. Do your shadow work. Do it. Do the work. Go back. Let's become a researcher of ourselves, y'all. Go back and look at all these instances where you were traumatized or where you had a bad relationship or where that you weren't treating yourself right or somebody was mistreating you. Go all the way back to your domestication, your childhood, and recognize, okay, what behaviors did my parents have that were negative or made me feel like parents or anybody that I was brought up with? What behaviors did they have and how did they treat me that made me feel like crap that I find that I accept in other people? One thing that I have abandonment issues. I have abandonment issues. I had a lot of, my parents are divorced, and because they had a rocky relationship with each other, and because everybody, and I've talked about this before when we were reading Abundance Now about how money was an issue, and now as an adult I know why my dad couldn't be around as often. But there were a lot of times when I was a kid where it's like, okay, daddy's supposed to come, and then daddy said he gonna come on Friday, and then Friday come, Friday night come and go, Saturday come and go. I'm sitting by that window watching him, watching the window, hoping that his car gonna pull up, and it don't, and then I don't hear from him for months. I don't mean to blast my daddy like that, but it's the reality. It's my experience, and it's really what happened. And that led to me having abandonment issues to the point where if people are coming over to my house, if people are coming over to my house and I know and I'm anticipating them coming to my house, if my window's open, I'm watching the window. If somebody's coming to pick me up, or if somebody is coming over or coming to pick me up and I have to wait on them, I'm watching the window. I cannot help it. And then if I have to watch the window for too long and they don't give me a time, they don't let me know they're on their way, they don't update me or nothing like that, they just get quiet and they don't show up, I will have an anxiety attack. Period. I'll have an anxiety attack. And I don't even feel bad about that because it's like that lets me know that I have to be firm as the person being hunted. So let's get back to the hunted situation within ourselves, right? The me being, or the predator versus prey within ourselves. The prey is the window watcher that's getting anxiety, that's anxious and toe up and emotional and sad, and now my whole night is ruined because this person made me wait for them, which is something that people really do a lot. I don't like being rushed, but I also don't like waiting on people because, like I said, it's anxiety inducing. It's not even about like, ooh, it's annoying or inconveniences me. It's anxiety inducing for me. So the prey of myself is saying like, oh, this always happens. I can't trust people. Da 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 da. Has whole anxiety attack. Yada yada yada. But let me become the predator. Let me become the hunter. Actually, I got that all wrong. Anyway, let me become the hunter. Let me become the hunter in this situation. Hunting for the things that hurt me. Hunting for the things that I know cause big reactions from me that interfere with my self love. Let me become the hunter for that. So what's the hunter going to do in this situation of abandonment? She's going to say, listen, I need you to let me know you're on the way. I need you to let me know what time you're going to be here. That's uncomfortable for you. You like living by the edge of your seat. You like winging it. You don't like having rigid schedules. Okay, then go be with someone that needs to have that. That's what. Oh, you showed me one time that you're going to disappoint me in this way. I'm going to address it. If if that is my only complaint and everything else about you is fantastic, I'll give you another chance to correct it. But if that happens again, now I'm going to address it again. I'm going to address it again and let you know this is a firm, hard boundary for me because I don't even have to explain why it's a firm, hard boundary. I can if I feel like they deserve to know that information. But me saying it's a hard boundary for me and that it is something that would determine whether I continue to deal with them or not, that should be enough, right? Because I already know what I need to do to make sure that I feel as loved as possible. I know the standard I need to set to make sure I feel as loved as possible. And if that standard is, listen, I need constant, when we're supposed to be hanging out, I need regular communication to let me know how soon I can expect you. And if I'm not going to be able to expect you, I need to be updated as soon as you're available to update me unless it's an emergency. Or if I'm calling you, you got to answer, bro, sis, whoever, you know? So, me being the hunter of my own internal work and my own self love lets me know that I need to be on top of that. I am responsible. I am responsible for making sure that I am taken care of. I am responsible for making sure that I feel as loved as possible because it's my life. I'm the one that has to wake up with me every day. I'm the one that has to go to sleep with me every day. I'm the one that has to deal with the emotional traumas that I have to do, that I've experienced. I'm the one that has to do that. And so modifying my practices of self-love to accommodate other people puts me in a position where I'm no longer the huntress in my own story, the divine huntress in my own story. Like, well, we just lost Facebook. We just lost Facebook. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. We still got that sucks. We still got YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. Facebook is being my rotten plant right now. I'm not even gonna call it stepchild. I'm gonna say my rotten plant. But like they were saying when they were talking about how she lived in perfect harmony in the forest, and like it never seemed like she was hunting. Whatever she needed came to her. That is why she was the best hunter. It also made her the most difficult prey. She was almost impossible to hunt, but she was impossible to hunt because of how she dealt with everything. Let's see. She was a supreme huntress because of the way she hunted was effortless. She fulfilled her needs so easily and lived in perfect harmony in the forest. Everything in the forest loved Artemis, and to be hunted by her was an honor. I'm not going to be a damsel in distress in my own story. Not going to be a damsel in distress in my own story. The things, because Artemis respected everything in the forest. She honored every piece of it. She honored everything. They felt they felt honored to be hunted by her because they knew that the way she would deal with them would be with love and care. So you have to do that with yourself. You have to be kind to every part of yourself. You have to be kind to your inner child. Because a lot of this stuff, a lot of this hurt and aching that we experience, is because our inner child is hurt. Our inner child, and some people, their inner child or their younger self that they stopped at is a little kid. Mine is 8-year old Taylor. That's where my first big trauma came from, and it is just who I go back to, right? Some people it's when they were a teenager. Some people it's not until their 20s, but wherever you stop, wherever that moment happened where you're like, ugh, I can't get past that. Or, when you're in your mind and you visualize yourself, or the way you experience things and receive things, that person that you go back to, that inner child that you go back to, like, it's your responsibility to love up on them, and grow and help them grow up into where you're at, and help them reach where you are now, and understand them, and love on them. I mean, we don't even have to talk about relationships, y'all. Because the mastery of love is the mastery of self love. And finding people who also are mastering that self love and coming together with them instead of offering yourself up to those who just need to take from you because they can't do it themselves. So that is where we're going to stop today. We didn't even do a full hour. Facebook said peace out, you know, and I'm just going to go ahead and take that as I need to stop right here because I don't want the Facebook people to miss too much. Anyway, if you're watching on Instagram, if you could like this, share it either on your story or to someone's DM, and save it to your Reading with Miss Taylor Said collection because I know you got one. Um, that would be much appreciated. That would help me be seen by other people on the algorithm. If you're on TikTok, please give me a follow. Check me out. I appreciate you being here. Invite somebody, let somebody know the next time you see me live, and share it with them. And I will be live every Monday through Thursday around 6. Today I got started on time, which I was very happy about, and I plan on getting started on time every day. But I'm going to also give myself grace in case I don't, because it's a one woman show over here, and well, it's a 2 woman show now because best friend is basically managing me and working as my makeup artist and my producer. So it's a 2 woman show over here now. And if you're on YouTube, please, 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 please subscribe, comment, let me know what you think, share these videos, get other people to subscribe, get the people coming over here because we are trying to help those that want to help themselves, and we're loving, living, and growing over here. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope that y'all have a great weekend. I hope that you all enjoyed all of my bougie antics this week. I had fun. It was glittery and shiny and cute. So thank you all for watching. I will see y'all on Monday. Bye. Bye, YouTube.